If you own a garage, you know the feeling, right? That frustration when a customer just doesn't show up. Well, today we're going to do more than just talk about it. We're going to walk through 5 super practical ways to turn those empty bays into a reliable revenue stream. So let's dive in.
I mean, just look at that. It's such a frustrating sight, isn't it? A perfectly good bay, all the tools ready to go, but no car. And you know, that's not just an empty space. That is a direct hit to your bottom line. Every single missed appointment costs you way more than you think.
So first things first, we got to wrap our heads around the true cost of this problem. We like to call it the silent revenue drain because it's this quiet but constant leak in your finances that you might not even be noticing day to day. Look, we've all been there. A customer books, you schedule them in, and then, poof, they're a no-show. It feels like just another inconvenience, another annoyance in a busy day. But that empty spot has a real, actual cost that adds up so much faster than you'd believe. This right here, this shows the real domino effect. It's not just about that one lost job. It's the technician's time that's wasted. It's your whole daily schedule thrown into chaos. It's that lost MOT retest fee. And maybe the biggest one? It's the missed opportunity for follow-up work, which is where you build real long-term customer value. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's get into the good stuff, the solutions. In this first one, honestly, it's a total game changer. It's all about automating your communication to get out ahead of the problem before it even happens. Here's a simple truth. Your customers are busy people. They're not sitting around with their MOT date circled on a calendar. That's why a simple automated reminder isn't nagging, it's actually a super valuable service you're providing. It helps them stay legal and safe, and it helps you keep your bays full. It's a win-win. I mean, look at how simple and effective this is. It's personal, it uses their name, it's crystal clear, and it has a direct call to action. You're basically making it incredibly easy for the customer to pick up the phone and book. That's the whole point. All right, let's move on to our next strategy. This one is all about taking advantage of that golden opportunity you have when a customer is standing right there in front of you about to pay their bill. The key here is to just bake this right into your checkout process. It's 2 incredibly simple steps. While they're paying, just ask them, hey, while you're here, should we get your next service booked in? Then offer them a quick, valuable add-on. Now, don't underestimate how powerful this is. You might be thinking, oh, not everyone will say yes. And you're right, they won't. But they don't have to. Even if only 1 or 2 out of every 10 customers pre-books, you've just created a solid, predictable pipeline of work for months down the road. It completely changes the game. And what about that quick add-on check? This isn't about a pushy upsell, not at all. A simple 10-minute check provides genuine value to the driver. And you know what? It often uncovers real issues, uneven tire wear, brake problems, that lead to necessary, profitable work that keeps them safe on the road. Okay, our next strategy is all about tackling those really frustrating day of no-shows, the ones that leave you scrambling to fill an empty spot at the last minute. You have to understand the psychology here. When someone makes a booking weeks in advance, it can easily slip their mind. A lot of the time, they just kind of assume you're going to give them a nudge. That's why a quick confirmation message the day before can make all the difference. And here it is, another perfect template you can use right away. The secret sauce here is that reply yes to confirm. It's brilliant. It makes the customer take a tiny action, and that small act of commitment dramatically increases the chance they'll actually show up. Plus, it gives them an easy way to reschedule so they call you instead of just ghosting. All right, let's get to our final strategy. And this one is about something so many garages just completely overlook, actively going after customers who have simply disappeared. Now, this is a really powerful idea, so let this one sink in. You might assume that a customer who hasn't been back in a year is unhappy with your work, but the data shows that's usually not the case. They've probably just forgotten about you. Life got in the way, and they went with whoever was easiest at the moment. So, the big question is, how many of those lost customers can you actually get back? Well, the number is staggering. You can win back between 15 and 30% of them. Just think about that. Up to 1/3 of your old customers are just waiting for a simple nudge to come back. And just so we're clear, we're not talking about pocket change here. Winning back that chunk of your customer base directly adds up to thousands, literally thousands, in extra revenue every single year. It is one of the highest impact things you can do for the lowest amount of effort. So let's pull all this together. Let's talk about what this means for your new bottom line. If you take only one thing away from all of this today, let it be this right here. The core idea is that small, consistent acts of communication create a stable, predictable, and growing stream of revenue. It really is that simple. And here's the best part, the real clincher. I know what you're thinking. I don't have time for all this extra admin. But guess what? These strategies, especially when you automate them, don't add to your workload. In fact, they make your life easier by making your schedule more reliable. So that brings us to the end. We've talked about automated reminders, pre-booking at the counter, confirmation texts, and winning back those customers who've drifted away. They're all small tweaks, but they deliver huge results. So the only real question left is, which one are you going to put into action tomorrow?